Hi, everybody. I greet to you from Santiago, Chile. And if you are watching the video version of this, I just did a whole pan out so you guys can see the stuff that is right in front of me. It's a beautiful view of the city. It's a pool. I'm on the 10th floor of my sister's apartment building. And I'm going to tell you, I was just downstairs holding my... How old is he now? 3-month-old nephew. He was born at the end of August, so he must be like 2 months old now. I was just holding him, and I'm gonna tell you something that usually comes up for me, and I'm sure that it comes up with for a lot of you, is that when you are doing something like that, when you're holding a little baby or when you're having some downtime, if you're the kind of person like me that is totally type A and is constantly thinking about what she should be doing instead, like thoughts of, oh my God, I really should send that email for work. I really should write that thing up. I really should work on that website. I really should work on this. I should work on that. All these shoulds come flooding to your brain. I'm going to encourage you to do something that I usually do, which is to look at what you're doing right now and ask yourself, would you rather be doing anything else right now? And the answer is going to be no. I was there holding my nephew. He was falling asleep on me. And it really prompted the topic for this week, which is all about priorities. It's all about how to thrive, how to succeed with your goals in 2020. And the key is priority. So I wanted to give you 5 different ways. Actually, it's kind of like steps, more like 5 different things that you need to run your mind through in order to be successful with your goals in 2020. And we're about to get to the end of the year, right? Big elephant in the room. The pink elephant in the room is that New Year's resolutions time is about to come. And guess what you're going to write in your New Year's resolutions again? Kick off my new business. Make money with my business. Start my business. That's going to be there anyway. So if you don't want it to be there when you're writing your New Year's resolutions in 2020 onto 2021, I want you to listen to these 5 keys that you need to really be sure of, you need to really have in mind, starting on day 1, starting right now, starting last month, for you to thrive and succeed with your goals in 2020. Are you guys ready for this? Okay, I wrote them down on my computer and they're behind me. So I'm going to start with, number 1. It sounds really simple, but you guys hear me out. Number 1 is your business or that thing that you want to do, is it really a priority for you? Okay, this is a tough one because at face value, you're like, yes, it is, because I want to quit my job. I don't want to do what I do anymore. I have bigger goals for my life, and this is part of it, so I want to go and do it, right? So it should be a priority. But as I'm going to guide you through the remaining 4 items on this list, you're going to really start to realize how much time and effort you've been actually putting into this thing that is supposed to be a priority for you, right? So number 1, is this a priority? So how do you know if this is a priority or not? Wherever you're spending your time and your money, that's your top priority. So if you think this is, but you have not spent time or money, frankly, into it, then you should really ask yourself, is this something that I really want to do? And I'm going to leave that with you right there because there is no way for me to know if your business is a priority for you. Okay, I'm going to give you reasons why it should be. Number 1, why do I start sub-lists? I'm in the middle of a list. I'm still in point number 1. I'm going to start a new list. I just wanted to tell you, if you see yourself quitting your job in the next year or in the next 5, right? You got to start doing something now. You can't really start doing it when you've decided that you want to quit your job and that you want something different. Because by that time, you will have already wasted all that time that happened between now and that point when you could have been learning about what it is that you want to do, when you could have been honing in your message, learning from others, filling your mind with examples of other people who have done it. You could have started that process now. You can't start it once you're all frustrated and ready to quit your job, because then you're just going to be worse off. So to that end, I'm just going to plug it in here. Next week, December 3rd, I'm going to be dropping in the Facebook group a whole series of interviews that I did with solopreneurs that started where you are right now, that started working for somebody else, and they made the leap, and I asked them exactly how did they do that, and every story is different. And then I asked them to teach us something that we can take away with us for 2020 to be successful in our businesses. It's called the 2020 Vision Lectures, and to go sign up for them, because you do need to sign up for them and read that first email in full, because you get a secret code in there that nobody else gets. Go to 2020visionlectures.com. Make sure to go sign up for that, okay? Don't miss out. Read that first email in full. So what was I telling you? don't waste your time. If this is a priority for you, but you quote unquote don't have time for it right now, you got to start somewhere. So the first question is this really a priority or not? If the answer is no, stop listening to everything right now. Okay? Don't waste your time. Don't start to put guilt on yourself for not getting anything done. You've already decided this is not a priority for you. But if it is, start now. And the 2020 Vision Lectures are a really good way to start, because that's what I tell people. Step one is to educate your brain, fill your brain with examples of people who have already done it. Okay? Is this a priority for you or not? Only you can answer it. Why don't we go to number 2? This one actually came out of a conversation I was having with someone about personal relationships, right? So this person was having issues with their significant other and with their partner and with people in their family. And this person was saying how, well, clearly they don't care about me, so I'm not going to care about them. And I was telling my friend that, well, it's this way. It's kind of a cycle, right? You get what you give. So how much effort have you been putting into this relationship? How many favors have you been doing for your family members? How many times have you gone and said, hey, do you need help with that? Hey, I saw this and I thought of you. Or, hey, congratulations on your engagement. I know it's not really customary to give presents for engagements, but here's $100. Here's to help you get started. That only works with family, by the way. Don't do that to friends. So what have you done to create a better relationship with these people, right? So that's really where this one came from, is you get what you give. It's the same deal with your business. I'm going to draw that parallel with your business. When you start something, you have a relationship with it, okay? It's just like having a family member or a kid or a significant other. You get what you put in. So if you're thinking to yourself, well, I'm going to give my business a try for a couple months, and if it doesn't take off, then it wasn't worth it anyway. If that's your thought, if you're thinking, yeah, I'm just going to give it a couple months and see how it goes, it's almost like you're telling that business idea that you're waiting for it to prove itself to you, right? To say, hey, I'm going to give you this much, and if you give me this much back, then yes, you will have been worth it. And that's really not how it works. It doesn't work in relationships, right? And it doesn't work with business either. Also, imagine that you have a significant other, right? I'm thinking of my husband. And imagine that I have that kind of relationship with him. Hey, I'm just going to give you this much, and I'm going to wait until you give me this much. And for people who are listening on the podcast, I'm making a form. I'm making a shape with my fingers. Like, this much is very little, and I'm expecting this much, which is a lot, right? So if I tell my husband, yeah, I'm just going to give you a shot for a couple months and see how it goes. And if you prove yourself to be worthy of me, then I may start doing bigger things for you. How do you think that would go? It's the same with business. If you don't give yourself fully to that relationship, if you don't do the things that are unexpected for it, right? Like spending mornings at 4 a.m, getting up super early for it, right? Or staying up really late for it, or reaching out to people that you would have never thought you could reach out to, like taking risks for it. It's not gonna do the same thing back to you. You're not gonna get the same returns that you're expecting back. So it's the same with business. So you get what you put in. You get what you give. Are you ready to give your business more than you're currently giving it? Or are you waiting for it to prove itself to you? In 2020, I'm going to tell you right now, going back to number 1, you're going to figure out that this is a top priority for you. And number 2, you're actually going to go and put your money where your mouth is. You're going to go and pour yourself into your business until it works. You're not waiting for it to prove itself to you, which is going to bring us to point number 3, which is how you spend your time is where your priority is. So take a look at your time. And this is a practical exercise. This is something that I did back in 2013. I tracked my time in 15-minute intervals. And I was supposed to do that only for a week. Then it kind of expanded to like 2 months. I did this for 2 whole months. I kept track of my time. Every 15 minutes, I would go to the spreadsheet and I would write down, this is what I did for these 15 minutes. And it was clear to me where my time pockets actually were, because I could see right in the spreadsheet that there were these times that were non-negotiable for me, right? That this time that I spent sleeping or spending with my family or making dinner or getting my kids ready for school, those are non-negotiables. I can't get around them, right? I'm not going to hire somebody to do them. I got to do them myself. So I was left with, okay, then this is the time that I have left to work on my stuff. And I was able to maximize it. I'm like, why did I spend 5 hours on Candy Crush? This happened. True story. 5 hours spent on Candy Crush, just like cuddling up to my husband, watching TV, and just playing Candy Crush mindlessly from like 7 at night to like midnight. That happened to me once. Why am I doing this to myself? For you, it might be scrolling through a Facebook feed, right? Or talking on the phone, or does anybody talk on the phone anymore? Or texting, or whatever it is that you're doing it's just mindless time that you may be thinking to yourself, well, my body needed that time. Well, yes, your body needs that leisure, that rest, that vacation. But are you doing that every day? Are you spending that time that way every single week? In that case, your argument of I don't have time for this doesn't hold water. So take a look at your time and figure out where your time is going and ask yourself, are those really my priorities? Which brings us to point number 4, which is, once you've done all that analysis, what can you start saying no to? This is a doozy for a lot of you out there who are people pleasers, like me, guilty, right? We want to be everything to everyone, we want to do everything for everyone, and we never want to say no, right? But it's not even about other people. Like, we do this to ourselves. Like, yes, I wanted to spend 5 hours playing Candy Crush, right? Like, so what are some things in your life, in your calendar, that you can start outsourcing, that you can start saying no to, that you can start delegating, that you can start just not doing, right? You got to know what those things are so that when they come up, you can say to yourself, you know what? I am choosing to spend this time in a completely different way. I'm not going to do this anymore. Okay, that's how time starts opening up for you. So for me, one of those things was I used to pick up my son at 2:45 at school. Then I realized if I just spend $15 a day, I can leave him in the after school program for an extra hour. And that gives me an extra hour that I can actually do work. So I've started doing that. I sign up for after school, and that gives me the flexibility to pick him up anytime between 2:45 and 6 o'clock. And that buys me a little bit more time. Another thing that I do to buy myself time is wake up early, right? I wake up, I normally wake up with my son at like 7:15, 7:30. And that sounds late, right? For most of you guys who wake up really early to go to work. But when I was working, I used to wake up at 4 in the morning to get work done, right? To get my stuff done. Nowadays, if I want to get something done in the morning, that'll be at 6 in the morning, right? I'll set my alarm 6 in the morning, go up to my office or go downstairs, play some YouTube TV relaxation channel, light up a candle, and do some work for an hour, right? So once you see where your priorities are and where you're spending your time, you'll start to open up pockets. But it has to be a conscious decision to start to say no to certain activities. Sometimes that will be sleep, right? Remember number two, which was you get what you put in, okay? If you put in the time, if you put in all that love and risk into your business, it's going to come back to you, okay? That's just how it works. So what do we have so far? Number 1, is this a priority for you? You got to decide. None of this matters unless it is. Number 2, you get what you put in. Number 3, how are you spending your time? Figure that out. Know where your time pockets are going so you can get to number 4, which is to say no to things so that you can have more time. And finally, number 5, which is to put your time where your new priority is. If you've decided that your business is a priority, you're going to start to allocate time in your calendar to do it. Now, all these things that we went over today, like in this session, all of these things are super intuitive. You could have figured this out on your own. So it's not about knowing the stuff. It's about doing the stuff, right? It's not about knowing like, oh yeah, I know I need to track my time and I need to set my priorities straight and I need to put the time and money into it. It's not knowing it that makes a difference. is doing it and putting it into action. So if you're going to write anything down in your New Year's resolutions, it should be to re-listen to this episode of the Trailblazing Out of Corporate Life podcast over and over every single week to remind you that you're not going to get anywhere unless you prioritize your time, and you're not going to prioritize your time until you decide that your business is a priority. You get what you put back into it, and all of the other things that I just mentioned. All right? And start actually doing it. So if you needed that kick in the butt, I hope this provided that for you. And I'm here in Chile, and I'm going to tell you one thing. Being here with my family is a priority for me. It's not like I have all of this money saved up where it's, with the name Chile money on it. It's something that I make a priority for in my life, is to be here with my family, is to travel to Israel with my mother like I did earlier this year, is going to see my sister, my pregnant sister in Canada like I did even earlier in the year. It's going to Colombia to hang out with millionaires with my mastermind group in like I did back in July, right? All of these things are a priority, and they would not happen unless I decided that that's where my priority is, and I've put my time and my money into them. What are you going to put your time and money into? That's your top priority. And if your business is it, then do it. 2020 is your year. Start out by filling your brain with examples of how other people figure out how to do this. Go to 2020visionlectures.com, sign up for those talks, and read that first email in full. I'm telling you that right now. Read the full first email that you get. And we're going to be talking to people who are artists, people who are networkers, and they figured out how to unlock their life by networking. We talk to people who deal with the insides, right? With your child self, with shadow work, and how to figure that stuff out so that it doesn't get in your way. We talk to all of these people and how they managed to leave their jobs to do what their passion was. All right. And I tell you a little bit about my story, and what I'm going to teach you in these lectures is what are the things that you really need on your first website, which I'm sure you're thinking of, and you're gonna need to listen to that one for sure. So I will see you there. I'm super excited about these. They drop on December 3rd, but you gotta sign up earlier to get that secret code. So go and do that right now. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you as I enjoy my time in beautiful Santiago, Chile. And if you find it in your heart to think that, you know what, this was a pretty good episode, take a snapshot of it, tag me on it on Instagram so that I can reply and retag it and repost it and say thank you to you. Thank you guys so much for listening this far. I will see you in the talks next week or in the next episode. Bye, everybody. Yay, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Click right here and check out the podcast Trailblazing Out of Corporate Life. I'll see you there.